Okay, so this is a Toro Timemaster. I'm making this video for any lawn care professional that's interested in this lawnmower. This is actually my third one, fourth if you include the trade-in I just did on this. So they come with a Briggs & Stratton engine, which is complete garbage. It will not last a year. This thing rattles itself apart. The one I just turned in, so I bought one on May 5th. This is a September 15th. So in just over a month, the engine would go from starting right away and the blades engaging right away to it having to warm up for 3 to 4 minutes and giving little electrical shocks when going over concrete. I don't know why that was, but that's what was happening. So I took it back to Tractor Supply where I bought this, and they took it back. Another thing that I'll say that you have to do right away with these mowers is you have to take off the cover, because if you leave that cover on, all the grass and everything builds up in here, and it'll mess up your belts. It just slows everything down. So you have to take that off right away. This is going to be this mower's first cut. And when you first get these things, they are beautiful, they are awesome. Just know that you are buying this for the deck. You're buying it for its lightweight. It's very lightweight. It's a 30-inch deck, so your cutting time is going to be cut in half. And within a year, less than a year, this piece of shit engine, sorry for the curse words, but this garbage engine will rattle itself apart. So you're probably going to go and swap that engine out with a Kohler engine. That's what I typically do, and about a $400 or $500 engine, and you'll put that engine on top of that. So now you went from paying $1,650 or whatever you end up getting this mower for, and then putting another $500 more on that. You're saying, like, why would I waste my money on this junk? Well, where I live, it's a lot of small backyards, small gates. You can't get in with a riding mower. You can't be a stand-on mower. You can't have anything, like that. You're going to be pushing a lot. And if you're going to be pushing, you want a wider deck. You say, well, why don't you go with the commercial one? Because it's so heavy. The handles for it, it's just garbage. It's not easy to use. This is beautiful. How this operates, let me bring this back, and just pushing it forward looks so easy. With the other one, you have with the Toro Timemaster, you have an engagement here, you have an engagement underneath, so your hand, and then the bar in the middle, and so you're kind of squeezing together, and it's a very powerful mower, so you're chasing after it. Whereas this one, you kind of push it at the speed you want to go. It pushes very easily. They call it the personal pace. And in that regards, this is a beautiful mower. What is the trade-off? It's aluminum. It's not going to last forever. My first frame lasted me 3 years, and the engine itself lasted less than a year. I swapped it out. At the same time I swapped it out, I bought the Toro Timemaster as a backup mower. I use it as a backup mower, but that's it. What I don't like is that, another thing I don't like about this is it comes in 1 1/4 instead of 1 inch, 1 3/4, 2 1/4, 2 3/4. So it's kind of weird there. I wish they had a better, it is easy to get it up and down. I don't know why they do the ABC rather than just saying 1 1/4, 2 1/4, 3 1/4. Like, you really need to spell out your inches. So that's kind of dumb, but the mechanism itself is very easy just to switch out, and it lifts up both sides. So there's a lot of pros and cons to this. The cons is that it's just not going to last you a long time, but if you're mowing a lot of yards, yeah, it's not going to last a long time, but you're going to mow quickly with this thing. But the engine, like this last one I had, lasted less than 2 months. So just over a month, actually. Just over a month before it just took 4 minutes to warm up, and then it was just bogging down. Grass this high, this is like maybe 2 3/4 right now, it would bog down under this. And right now I'm going to show you its first cut, and this will just eat this up right away. So what Toro should change is get rid of these stupid motors and put on the Kohler motor. Maybe charge a little more just to have that Kohler motor on there. I would gladly pay for that. So the motor that they put on their Turfmaster is what they need to put on this, because I still have that Turfmaster motor on there. It works flawlessly. The Turfmaster, the Kohler motor on there is still working, doesn't give me any issues. They need to make this, if you're gonna insist on having a cover, they need to make it so it just slips right off so you can blow it off rather than bolt it in, because being bolted in, it's just too much of a hassle. And I say just take it off. I mean, if you're not gonna stick your fingers in there when it's running, and you shouldn't have kids or anything around you while you're working. So take that off right away, and they should make it so it either just flips up or it could just slide out easily so you could blow it out. And they need to get rid of that engine. Other than that, this thing is beautiful. This is how easy it starts. Briggs & Stratton changes their handles on every single mower, so that just sucks. But the push button stop is kind of nice, but I just wanted to show you I was maneuvering this with one hand while holding the phone. Super lightweight, super easy to use when that engine's working. As soon as that engine goes out on you, this thing just starts to bog down. It doesn't work anymore, but it's pretty powerful when it starts off. Easily cuts through this grass, picks everything up. But as soon as that engine goes out, just total garbage. So if they could work on that, I could definitely recommend this. Otherwise, I only recommend it if you go into it knowing that you're gonna have to swap out that engine, and it's only gonna last you 2-3 years after you swap out the engine. It's gonna last you less than that with that engine. All right, thanks for watching.